What is going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. Warning, we got a naked Neyteri here with nipples and all. So, we got Neyteri life-size bust. I'm not doing my traditional unboxing. I'm going to show you how to do it and just do it off camera. It is 8:30 p.m. I literally was asleep when FedEx came by. It was a weird FedEx. It was almost like a freight truck, but 3 big boxes. The only heavy one was the one that had the body and the head. The base was actually not too bad. That is 1 billion parts, so I just took it out, like all the flowers. So you can kind of see this is what is included. Yeah, that's like the 1 billion parts. The base was super hard to get out of the box, believe it or not. Pretty darn big base, no doubt. Like that's a deep base. I'll measure it for you guys. But this is kind of the instructions. I know we've seen like a Nerd Sphere video of how this is set up and everything. But yeah, let's go ahead and just build it. But the only thing I've done is put the body in the base. That's it. It does have a light up feature, a bunch of styrofoam on it, full silicone body. So yeah, that's how she looks when you're not covering her nipples. There's the face, freaking amazing. 1 billion parts. So this is gonna take probably a good 40 minutes to set this up, and then for you guys it'll be 2 seconds, but for me 40 minutes probably. Plus I need to dust it. So give me a moment, folks, and I will get this bad boy set up. Alrighty, YouTubers, so that took, dear God, about an hour, and I have one issue. There's no peg for it. It is supposed to go like right here. I will turn the light on right there, but there's no hole. I don't know if that green moss is like covering the hole. I've tried like digging at it, and it clearly is supposed to fit right here, but there's no freaking hole. It does not go in. It just scratches the inside. So I have no idea how to display this because what would be the peg does not work. So that leaves me to question, do I just box this up? I could lean it against this because it's supposed to be here. You could like kind of like lean it, I suppose. Something like that. It's retarded though. It's like it will not freaking fit, this stupid thing. So that's the only issue. I haven't tried on the visor, although I do plan to display it with that. So here she is in all her glory. Yeah, so overall, very difficult to set up as a bust. I would say this is probably the most difficult bust I've ever set up. Like maybe more so than Optimus and Bumblebee bust, which were very difficult. I mean, like size-wise, obviously, like moving Thanos and probably Sauron is more difficult. T-Rex bust more difficult, like heavy. But just setting it up, there was a bazillion parts. And they are labeled decently. However, like I said, that little fawn thingy or whatever, fern, does not fit. So, not sure what to do there. I may just have to box it up and just not have it. Or I drill a hole into that part of the base, like a tiny drill hole, to get it to actually fit, because it's like they forgot to drill it. But here's the bust. It is freakishly huge as expected. Absolute monster of a piece. Like, ridiculously tall. It's advertised as 46 inches tall. Can definitely believe that. Like, you can see it next to other pieces. This is a beast. Huge, huge presence. Even if I'm just like standing here and it's sitting lower, it still has like insane presence. It does have a light up feature, 2 modes, pulsating and just always on for those like little blue plants. A ton of just plant life throughout, which I do really like. I think the plants are phenomenal. And then it has kind of like a moss that you'd get at like Michael's or something. That kind of goes throughout. But multiple types of leaves, from purple to that brown thing, green, blue leaves, whatever the heck that is. The hair super long, like it's literally just about touching the ground. So yeah, and there's kind of the back of the base where it has that plug-in. It also comes with this and a nice COA. So this is meant to like shine. So it's a blue light. Actually has like a USB-C charger, so it's easy to go ahead and use. But the idea is that like they have fluorescent paint Oh, look at their eyeballs, goodness. So that's kind of the idea. You can see her things like when she's in the forest with Jake Sully, her things like kind of shine like this. So it has that effect, which is pretty cool. Similar to Black Panther. I think I have another bust that does that. Oh, my Kratos axe also has that effect. This one's the coolest looking, though. More so than Black Panther. Definitely way more than that Kratos axe. So there's two versions of the bust. This one and then the regular one. This one was double the cost. The regular one kind of just like cuts off like this. You don't get the half arms. You don't get like the full titties. And you don't get this ginormous elaborate base where she's coming out of a tree basically with all the plant life. It's quite a bit smaller as well. All you're really getting with that one is a very simplistic base. The bust is just about as big as any of these busts, maybe slightly taller. And then, of course, the portrait, which is the shining star. That portrait is phenomenal. It's huge, and it looks amazing. So, yeah, the portrait, really, really freaking good. This is full silicone, folks. Everything's silicone. You got hand-punched braided hair. The hair does look really nice as well. Nice braids. The eyes are absolutely amazing. Eyelashes, hand-punched. The eyes are a yellow, green, brown. Extremely beautiful. Like, those are probably some of the best looking eyes I've seen on a bust. Simply because they're so big as well, but they're absolutely mesmerizing. No wonder Jake fell for her. I love Neyteri. I think she's the best character of the series. I love when she screams and fights, how tough she is. I am a big, big fan. So to have just one character from the series, I definitely choose her. Second would, of course, be Jake. But I do love her the most. Yeah, she has obviously like this paint where it's like darker and then lighter blue. And obviously the like almost freckles, that's the one that shines through. Big lips. You do insert an earring and then you kind of have this feather you just attach to a hairpiece basically. That's kind of how that works. This is real beads and then like feathers. This is also soft material and like beads. So it's like really, really nice. All the plant life is basically like a resin. Except for this one. This one is like that more realistic fake plant type. On the hair, you do have lots of different things as well in the braids. And then this extremely long one where she does connect her thing. So, yeah, you have the super long one. And that's right here in the middle. It's heavy as well. The hair looks very nice. Very nicely done hair. Yeah, in the back, obviously, you see a lot of plant life as well. This really cool looking blue, very glossy, purplish plant life. Really cool. She has this thing that attaches right here. Really, really big piece, folks. In terms of the COA, I got number 62 of 198. You can pause and read that if you want to. So I am getting the 1/3 scale bust to go with this. Not the bust, I'm sorry. It's late, folks. I'm so tired. I'm like seriously falling asleep. I'm getting the 1/3 Infinity Studio statue to go with this. I already paid for it. And it's going to ship. I should have it in a month or so. It's going to go right next to this. I'm also getting a custom pedestal for this. It's going to boost her up to 30 inches tall, so she'll be looking above me. Very like Avatar themed, extremely cool. It's just about done, so should probably get here in a month or so. But a buddy actually I met at work is making it for me. Someone I actually sold a product to. I showed him my statue collection, and he was into it, and he wanted to make a pedestal for me. So. Yeah, I want to go ahead and try on that visor. Although, to be honest, I'm so tired. I feel like I just need to go to bed. I'm so freaking tired. I was unboxing this basically in the dark at like 7:30. Barely any light. Tons of kids outside. I had my wife outside watching the boxes while I was going in and out. Because I just brought it basically piece by piece except for that box. I just brought that box in its entirety down here because this has a ton of pieces. Here's kind of what this looks like. And I do plan to display this. It looks really nice. The visor, she wears it right here. So the reason I do want to display it is because the 1/3 does not have the visor. And so I do want to like differentiate between the two a little bit. So yeah, so this bust is definitely a grail, no doubt. It is a special piece, as I anticipated. Insanely good. Definitely one of the top busts in my collection. It has that like Thanos bust, Sauron bust, like up there in that territory, as I kind of did expect. I had a feeling this bust would be that good, and that's why it cost $6,000. I did go through Spec Fiction to get this. Took him 6 months to ship it when he told me it was in stock, which was annoying, but he did ship it eventually. I mean, at the end of the day, was it his fault? He was misled by his shipping agent who told him it was in stock. He told me, I paid him, and then come to find out it wasn't this version, it was the regular version, and then it kept getting delayed, and eventually it started shipping. So, yeah, but it's here finally. I need to somehow figure out what to do with that last part. Because like I said, it is not going in, folks. I have tried, and the only thing I can think of is drilling into there just like a tiny hole to fit that rod. Or I simply just keep it in the box and say, F it. It's not like I can see the peg hole. I do have 2 of them anyways. Or I could lean it, or try using a putty to hold it. It's kind of heavy, so I feel like it will fall while dusting. So I might just box it up and say, screw it. It's not worth the hassle of trying to drill and potentially break it. So just have to forego displaying it. So that's a mark on Infinity Studios. I don't expect to get like a new base. Plus, it's such a pain to install all of this. Like, seriously, it took an hour going through like 50 steps to get every one of them right. They do label them good. Like, they put a little sticker on the statue, like both on that, like the plant and the actual like base itself, so you know exactly where to put it. So that's nice. Obviously, you can display your titties if you want. I do try to cover them just because that is how it is in the movie, but there they are. So a little bit of nipple action. You just cover it with that and like that. It's kind of the idea in the movie. They're just barely covered. Yeah, really nice piece, folks. I'm telling you, I do really, really like it. I already set up Nemesis Bus. He's in another room. He looks great as well. You'll see his review tomorrow, Bukas. Today is Neyteri. So I will post some photos with the visor. Like I said, I'm just too tired. I need to go to bed. I woke up at like 3:30 this morning, and it's already 10 o'clock. But this piece is absolutely amazing, without a doubt. Extremely cool. Like, extremely cool. I'd say it's the best piece in this room, without a doubt. Instantly defeats any piece in this room. Easily. Yep. So, I mean, previously, I'd say the best piece in this room has got to be like the Alien bust and Deep Tail bust. Pennywise. The ECC 1/3. But this tops all of them. So, yeah, super, super cool, folks. Let me know what you guys think. This bust is pretty much sold out everywhere as far as I can tell. I don't see it, like, selling anywhere. So, it's going to be hard to get, especially. I don't think a lot of people are going to sell this. Even the smaller bust, I don't see it going for sale. The edition sizes are low. Obviously, Avatar is extremely popular. This is the ultimate version of Neyteri. So, I think... I mean, resale value, I mean, I bet you I probably could get my money back, but it might take a few months of selling this at like, probably $6,000 plus shipping. 3 boxes probably costs $600 to ship it, maybe $700. They're a pretty decent sized box. They don't weigh a ton. I haven't tried to lift this up yet. I'm sure it weighs probably 100 pounds. But the only box that was actually heavy was the one that had her body and head. The base was one box, and then all the accessories were the other box. And with the head, it did have a few of the like bigger leaves. Let me show you the light up feature so you can see that. Yeah, so you press it once, and it does the pulsating action like that. So it just pulsates. Her head is definitely, like, if you look at it straight like this, she is looking off to the side. So I'll probably display it at angle just so I can see it better from my couch. But there it is. As you can see, it's doing like that breathing effect where it's pulsating. I do like that. I think that's cool. So it's just going to breathe, basically, just go in and out like the plants are alive, which I think is really cool. And then if you press it again, it simply just turns it completely on. So if you just want the always on mode, you have that. So that's a cool feature for sure. Honestly, I didn't even realize this had light up. When I saw a plug-in, I was like, wait, this has light up? I didn't even realize that. So it's a cool feature. I'm not going to keep it plugged in. Like I'm just showing it for the review. I'm going to unplug it and maybe show it off every now and then, but I don't want to have to be running a freaking plug here to, you know, show the lighting. And so that is the one thing when it is an AC adapter. If it's like in the middle of a room like this, it's basically impossible to use. When it's battery, then you can have it middle room. AC adapter works better like on against a wall like this. Then you can run a plug-in. But I don't use light up too often, so it's fine. They still look good not lit up. They have a translucent look to it, kind of see-through. Again, we'll do some more close-ups of the face just because this is extremely good. She does have like some scarring right here and here. One thing I was a little surprised was they did not put her in like a plastic. They literally just put her against the styrofoam in the box. The body had somewhat plastic, but the head had zero plastic. And I was a little surprised because I'm like, usually silicone busts do, but maybe they don't because it will cause moisture and can cause issues. Maybe that's why. But yeah, it did not have, it was just sticking against the styrofoam. I don't see any visual issues. As far as I can tell, everything looks really, really good. Silicone is that kind of a harder silicone that Infinity Studios likes to use. I don't know if that's better than the softer kind. I know Queen has also kind of transitioned into that harder kind as well. I mean, they both advertise as platinum silicone, which is supposed to last 20 plus years. If I was to guess, I think the harder silicone lasts better than the softer silicone. I feel like softer is more susceptible to damaging easier. But time will tell, folks. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Overall score, 10 out of 10, although QC, 9 out of 10 due to the fact that thing doesn't freaking fit. To get the visor on, I'm going to have to like lift up the hair. In fact, honestly, let me just do it. Screw it. Alrighty, folks. Here's how the visor looks. So it does kind of, they want you to like wrap it around the ear, although it doesn't like fit perfectly. It's super, super tight, which definitely puts pressure on that silicone. This one is a little bit better, but this one is kind of tight. I don't think it's gonna like ruin it, but I do wish it was not quite as tight. It's a little bit better. I'm trying to get it under the ear because that's kind of how it's supposed to be worn. And then it sits kind of like that, the ears, and then I basically lifted all the hair out to have it go underneath, and you don't really see it in the back either. So yeah, that is how that looks with the visor, which I do plan to display it with this. Like I said, the 1/3 doesn't have the visor, and I want to have both looks. And the visor does add a lot of detail. It looks really cool. Yeah, it's a very detailed visor. You have some beads, like a see-through, like that goes down when I guess she's riding her like dragon. Different black beads right here, like a bone. That's sculpted, but it kind of looks like it would be mixed media. Then obviously you have like almost like leather straps and whatnot. So it's very detailed, very cool. I think it looks better with the visor. So that's how I'll display it. So eventually, once we get the 1/3, I'll probably put the 1/3 right there, move this to the right. Or maybe vice versa, I don't know. I'll have to test it out. Let me think, the 1/3, the way the arrow sticks out. Maybe the 1/3 on this side, actually. So move the bust to the right. For now, we'll just keep it right here in the middle. But of course, once we get the pedestal, then we'll remove that shelf and put it on the pedestal. But we may even put the pedestal over here and just clear out the midroom once the TV's gone. You remove that garage shelf, scoot everything down. You could do the pedestal right there. So Neyteri's just up against that wall. Anyways, folks, that is it for the review. Like I said, 10 out of 10 piece. Extremely cool. If you're getting this, you're extremely lucky because it is definitely a special one for the books. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.